text or nothing earlier on. I don't know, no idea.
All right.
I thought he did. I thought I see a thumbs up from him. Right?
Did
I'm
you?
not
I
too
don't
sure.
know. I might be wrong. I might
Yeah,
have.
I thought just me and Bill put thumbs up.
Oh, okay.
Right, let's just give me a sec.
No, he tweeted me actually because I went at a 40th birthday yesterday. Sorry, Instagram me, and he goes, he's going to put my dance moves on the show tonight. So he said he's come on.
He's probably
He's
slipped a
pro-
disc.
he's probably asleep. He's probably asleep somewhere, isn't
Yeah, 100%.
He's probably in the flower bed somewhere.
Is that those usual 2 beers? And he's drunk.
he? Sitting in the kitchen, he's got a kip somewhere. Definitely, mate. Hope he ain't got that tight top on again.
Oh, it's put,
I don't know. He got it off last week. To be fair, I was going to go around and help him.
pull it off. Oh, right, give me 2 seconds. I thought he was going to win that as well yesterday. I'll be honest, and I saw he conceded. I was sitting in the cinema and I just saw saw they'd equalise. Oh,
They can just find a way, don't they? They're so
yeah.
good. They just find a way to either win games or draw.
Yeah, just not get beaten. That's important.
Yeah. Well, it's important to some extent. I've drawn 3, so you've got to try to win some, haven't you?
No, definitely. That's the problem. When you work it out, you'd rather lose one and win two.
Exactly that.
So I mean, because the points are the things that matters at the end of the day.
Don't know if you saw. Did you see who Mousel ended up getting during the week? Their
Nah,
their their um their road that they've been after for years and years and years finally get it done and finished and get it open. And the reason they got their road done for was because a certain person saw a write up about them in the Telegraph, got onto all the builders and all the rest of it, and got it done for them within like almost a click of fingers. And they've been trying to get it done for 10 years. And he turned up there to open up the road
oh,
during the week.
brilliant.
Prince William.
Oh well, about that.
He's the because he's the Duchy of Cornwall, isn't he?
Yeah,
So he saw it and basically, I think they called it DIY SOS Prince William or something like that on the news, and he got it sorted out for him, and they've
anyway.
had it all done. Yeah,
Oh, brilliant. Did you see the Walthamstow manager's gone?
yeah, I saw
Yeah, I
that.
see
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, Fingers took over.
bloke
Well,
from
then
Are we live?
William. Isn't it?
Are we
Yeah,
live?
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. Well, are we live?
yeah.
Let's talk
Yeah,
after.
yeah. Reedy took over.
Yeah.
So I know he's gone into a couple of places to be a coach. So yeah, for him to be the gaffer there now, because I think he went in to go with him, and then the other fella left.
Also, has he gone the old?
Well, I think he
you
must,
should,
yeah,
yeah. Oh, has he
Vinny
gone?
must,
I thought it was a
yeah.
joint thing.
No, that's how it's supposed to be, I think. And then Vinny said he didn't want to. That's what I've been told.
Right. Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to the Reposs Manager's View. Paul's a bit of a no-show. We still think he's struggling to get out of his tight shirt. And so we're not sure where he is, but hopefully he might join us later. But guys, I mean, we're talking about things just now off air, and just in the run up to sort of going live. One of the things I saw this week before we go with you, and I've got to mention it because I thought it was absolutely superb banter and it was absolutely brilliant. Did anybody see the Cray Wanderers manager in the clip?
No, I haven't.
No, they lost 8-1
It
to
won. Yeah.
Folkestone. And in the next match, they won 2-0 away.
After eight, wasn't it?
And he gave them all to share after eights, chocolates afterwards.
Okay.
Absolutely brilliant, brilliant banter that was on there. So I saw that, it was quite funny. Do you think you'd do that?
I've
But
got time for that. To be fair, I've got time for
they're
that.
flying
Yeah.
Folkestone as well, aren't they?
Yeah.
They are flying. I think it's just one of them results. Sometimes when a team are as good as that and they create probably 8 or 9 chances. Some games they're going to take them, and that's what's probably happened to them.
I saw the interview with him. I don't know if you guys saw the interview with him as well. There was an interview with him, and he said, well, he said realistically, he said we got away lightly. He said it could have been worse.
Oh, okay.
That's what he said. He said it was horrific. He said some of the shots they were saving and etc. etc. And they were struggling, but it was an interesting chat. But shall we start? We normally leave Bill till last. Shall we go Bill first this time and talk to Bill about his game at Newmarket. I mean, tell us a little bit about the game, mate, and how'd it go? Because you had a depleted squad because of all the red cards.
Yeah, we did. We got red cards Malden, and we had a Tuesday night game at home, Takeley at home. We went into that. We got to keep the players, and we got so I kept the same squad from the Malden. I thought we was really good at Malden, apart from the sending off. So I kept the same squad. That's the first time I've had back to back same squad for a while. We were very good that night. And then we had a little bit of confidence going in, and we had to back it up at Newmarket. It was a game. One was sixth, one was eighth, but I think there was a point or 2 points in us, so we knew a win would leapfrog them. And we know how they kind of set up the 3-5-2. Two very very big forwards, very strong, very aggressive. It was just working around how to deal with them really. And the formation that where they play, I know that where our space is going to be against them. So we kind of went there with that game plan. We worked on it on Thursday, ready to go there on the AstroTurf because it's a quick AstroTurf. It's not a new one, so it's a very very fast Astro. So the ball bounces all over the place. So second ball is key. So it's just letting the boys know where they had to be once their forwards won the ball, and I felt we coped with that really really well.
Well, I mean, you said said to me as well. You got picked up a few injuries as well in the game. I mean,
Yeah,
is the sort of squad getting really depleted now?
it's one thing after another. To be fair, I brought in another winger. Chairman would be happy. I see he put a tweet out and someone sent it to me and said, "Look, Bill, a kid that I really really like was available." So as soon as I see it with what happens to us, I just thought I have to go for him. I had the conversation, got him in for the Newmarket game. And why we done that, I had a conversation with a couple of players before the game that they was really unlucky not to start. And my conversation was that you won't start today because there's a couple of players here that I can see breaking down. I feel that they're going to break down. They've played a lot of minutes, and some of them are coming back from injuries, etc., etc. So I want to keep you on the bench for when you're needed. Um, and it kind of paid off. They got the boys that I thought would get injured, got injured. So at the end, I think we had 4 injuries. So we had to make 4 changes: two at half time, one after 55 minutes, and one at the end of the game.
Who was it you brought in then, Bill?
Ellis Brand, he was at Sittingbourne, wasn't getting much game time.
I see their managers left as well. And Brian Maxwell's gone as well.
Yes, he's gone. He took the Welling job. I heard.
Mm.
Yeah, he's got a very very good pool of players. So I'm sure wherever he goes, he'll always have a good squad of players to go with him. He must know what he needs to get them out of the situation they're in at the minute.
So who got injured? Was it Sam and Aaron?
Sam and Aaron got injured. About 40th minute, both injured. I asked them to get me to half time so I could make like get my mind clear with what I needed to do, and it'd be a lot easier to bring the boys that was coming on into the team talk at half time because after 30 minutes, 35 minutes, I believe they changed their formation. Newmarket, a lot of teams seem to be doing that. I'll go to watch them and they do one formation, then when we start to play them, they kind of either start with a new formation or change a formation to try to stop us kind of dictating the play. So I waited till half time, got them two on, and then Cal Costa went down about 55 minutes, so I had to replace him. And right at the death, I was not 80 something minute, Nate went down. I've done all my subs, so I had to finish the game the last 10 minutes with 10 men.
And of course, Sing Cal went down as well. What's he done?
Yes, slight hamstring. AJ, slight hamstring. Robbo calf, and Nate is the more serious hamstring. It was a really he went on a run and it was a really bad tackle, and he done his hamstring on the strength of it.
Mm.
So that's 4 players down. I don't know what's going on with their suspensions. There, 2 of my players got 1 game suspensions with those 2 yellows. And then we hear that the league are trying to, or they have, give one of my players 2 game suspension for his behaviour when he walked off. Um, I, I don't know how they can do that, because all he actually done is walk down a tunnel, pushed the door open, and walked into the changing room. But they're saying I have to find out tomorrow what the actual issue is. But it feels like whenever we get punished, we probably get punished.
Mm. Who was that then? Can you say or?
Yeah, it was Kieran. He got 2 yellow cards. I'll send a clip in after the second yellow card. I watched the England game
Mm.
this afternoon, and one of the players put his hand out to push off another player, and when a player runs, he dips his hand caught his face, and that was the second yellow card. It was
Mm.
actually really ridiculous. I haven't really spoke about any of them because I was too frustrated to. But it's just embarrassing, the level of second yellow cards or red cards that people are giving away, and it's costing us in the long run. Um, so fair enough. I thought 1 game banned, we'll have to take it, and then they come back to try to give us a too much banned on this on it.
So is it Edwin that will be back then for the weekend
Edwin should be back for the Saturday game. Bryce will still have 2 games to go, and we'll find out tomorrow what the situation with Kieran is.
Hmm.
So yeah, it's a tricky one because I have players coming back into training Tuesday, but they're going to be a long way off where I need them to be to kind of be able to impact the game.
Hmm.
So they've got to train for 2 or 3 weeks, and then hopefully get some minutes in them, either with us or with someone else, just to kind of get them up to speed.
So somebody asked me the question to ask you from Tuesday night, so I'll ask it to you. So with the team that you put out Tuesday night, 2 of the guys that had red cards were on the bench, one wasn't. What was
Yeah.
what was the thinking behind that? Because I know quite a few of them were quite surprised around Edwin being on the bench.
Yes, Edwin has played a lot of games. I don't think he's missed a game. He's been struggling the last few weeks, so I felt like he needed a week off anyway. And Kieran's just come back from a long injury, so he needed minutes, especially if he's going to get a week off.
Hmm.
So that was my decision making between that. Pricey has been struggling with injury, and I actually think that Kai come on against Malden and actually tried his socks off. So I think he deserved to start. Um, so that's why the decisions were made.
Hmm.
It was to I knew he was only having 1 game. I knew we had a um, Tuesday, Saturday. So I knew he'd only missed 1 game. So I thought let's give Edwin give him a break. Really.
Hmm. Mark, I mean, your game now at the weekend, it was looking quite rosy. What, 90
Do
minutes plus?
you want to know my game? You had a nice conversation with Bill there, mate.
Yeah,
Just
go on.
so long.
Oh no, I mean, we thought we'd let you eat your 5 guys, and you decided to disappear and eat it, and then come back. So
Dave, for you, mate, I'm letting my burger go cold. All right, so no, and that's the attitude I have. So tell Paul that as well because he can't even show his face.
Yeah, awesome, Paul.
it's shocking. I know, absolutely shocking. Yeah.
My game, yeah, just in that ugly game, Dave. Conditions, can't believe his game was on. If I'm honest with you, the board done well to get the game on. The pitch is in a better condition than it was over the last few years because we haven't got other teams playing on it, which is a touch. So yeah, game was on. And it was just we knew how to play. I mean, we can't play too much football on the pitch, but we had to go out to direct just to manage the conditions. And yeah, it was just an ugly game. A draw. A draw was probably the fair result. But I know in the past I've said about chances created, and we've again same old story. We've missed a few chances in the 6-yard box. Watch some of the chances back. I think it's easier to miss. So in terms of chances, we deserve to win. But it was 1-1. I think MK is a more happier team, been away from home for the point. But yeah, we're going for a little bit of a drought at the minute. We've drawn 3 and lost 1 in the last 4 games. I'm not going to lie. I set myself and the team 10 points out of 12. The listen, anyone can beat anyone in our division, but with the 4 fixtures, the teams was right in the relegation zone. We was doing well at the time. I thought 10 points were realistic, so we've managed to get 3. And that's the problem when you do sort of short, medium, long term targets. It never seems to happen. So you should realistically take game by game, but there's sometimes where you've got to look a few games ahead and try and take your boys some targets. So we're miles off where we should have been the last 4 games, and I've been fairly happy with the performances. We played Aylesbury in a week as well, cruising at 2-0, and they scored 93rd, 97, 2 chances in the second half, and they equalised. And same for on Saturday, MK Irish had 1 chance the whole game, and they scored from it and got a point. So that's at the minute the story of our season so far. Not scoring enough from the chances we're creating, and there's a few games where we're conceding at the wrong times. So yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to put a finger on it because you look at my team and the experience and the strike force I've got. I wouldn't swap my strike force for anyone in the division. But yeah, I'm not scoring enough. So, but with strikers, they go through this phase, and I'm sure they'll snap out of it or come out of it soon.
Was that? Can you put your finger on though what happened in the Aylesbury game? Because like literally coasting, and then 93, 97. I mean, you must have been sitting there scratching your head thinking, how have they got a point out of this?
Yeah, I mean, you see me interview, I was a bit
Mm.
shocked, really. It is football; it happens, I think. But when you cruise, especially at this level, and when you're cruising, mentality changes. It was sort of one. It was and you don't manage the game. And what happens is when a team's sort of throwing extra bodies and cheating, and when I say cheating, I mean players coming out of position, not cheating, literally. Um, they got overloads everywhere, loading the box, mistakes can happen, and then they go 2-1. They've got the confidence now. We're sort of panic stations. We don't manage the game well. Don't keep the ball. We just want to clear it and hoof it and boom ball. And then what happens is when you clear it, we've got into sort of mid block, and then they've got the ball again, and they're attacking our box. And again, in most divisions, if you keep attacking the box and getting the ball in the box, mistakes will happen. So, yeah, the 2 mistakes happened. From probably my experienced players. And then the goalkeeper has just killed me. To be fair, it's gone near post. So yeah, that's football, Dave. I mean, listen, it's the beautiful game we play where nothing's certainty. When you're 2-0 up, it's a horrible scoreline, but when you get in the 93rd minute, you think it's sort of done. So yeah, that's massive 2 points drop there for sure. When you're cruising so comfortably. Um,
What do you say to the boys in the dressing room though when something like that happens?
Honestly, it's I'm not much of a shouter, mate, Dave. I used to be a shouter as a player, but I'm a massive believer that if the boys do the basics, such as and the non-negotiables, work hard, compete, don't shy away from tackles, then I'm not going to have a couple of boys for making mistakes.
Mm.
We're all at step 4 for a reason. We make more mistakes than players in step 3 and then step 2, etc. So people don't go out on the pitch to make mistakes on purpose. Don't make, you know what I mean? So I'm not gonna. I get frustrated, but I
Yeah.
can't have pop up players for making mistakes. We're at this level for a reason. That's why. So as long as they learn from it, once they learn from that mistake, they're gonna make another mistake, and we all do. It's the inconsistency of certain players. But no, I'm not a one to shout at players for it. I get frustrated. Don't get me wrong. But we had a civilized chat after the game. We had a civilized chat on Thursday. That was a Wednesday, and I brought him in the next day, training on Thursday. I did say to the boys if they won on Saturday against Northwood, I'll give them Thursday off. And then we didn't beat Northwood, we drew. And then I thought to myself, if I keep a clean sheet at Aylesbury, that'll be enough to give them a night off. We didn't. So, and we didn't win. So I did say to my management team, if we won 10-1, I still would have brought them in because I wanted a clean sheet. So yeah, we come in the next day, had another chat, had a meeting with all the players, had a session, and just trying to get the confidence up because players, their confidence fades after a couple of dodgy results, which you expect probably to win. And so my job is to try and raise the confidence any way I can. Yeah, I'm not much of a shouter. I only shout when I sort of get frustrated with the team rather than individuals.
And of course, up next, Hadley. I know they're going quite well at the minute.
They're flying. But to be fair, I'm not worried because I know we up our game against the big boys, and Hadley are a big team. They're a great team. Last couple of years have shown that. So um, I've got a couple of players, or I say a couple. I've got one player coming back from suspension. I mean, on Saturday, then I didn't have a midfield. All my three mid. Well, I did have a midfield, a makeshift one, but I had three midfielders missing. Eddie got concussed against Aylesbury, so he's got a 2 week protocol to follow. My Tom Bruno, who's served his last game of three, which was Saturday, he weren't around. And then I had Carlos Velasco, who's one of my most technical players I've got. So it's not easy to have three midfielders gone and then. But I get Tom Bruno back for the Hadley, and then I had Nick Ralph, who I signed for obviously from St Albans. He had the flu on the weekend, so I'll be stronger than I was Saturday. So yeah, they'll be welcome back, and we'll give it a good go, Hadley. And it's a nice pitch over there. I know the manager really well. I know it's a really competitive game, but I fancy us because, like I say, we up our mentality and we up our game against the better teams.
But I mean, in your league, is it almost over already? I know it's only 16 games in, 17 games in. Late and building that gap, aren't they? 9 points clear already.
Yeah, listen, I'm not going to disrespect the other teams in the division. I mean, because you only need to put a good, strong run on, but they're looking a handful. We played them. Listen, for the people who don't really know much about football, you watch them play and you think how they top, but they're top because they're really consistent at what they do. They play well a certain way, and they're very, very good. They've got experienced players, and like I said off air, they don't get beat. They know how to win games and how to get back into games. And I like the manager a lot. I messaged him. I think it's great for what they're doing. So I wouldn't say it's over yet, but they look favourites for the league, and they're my favourites for the league, along with Biggleswade Town. I thought they'd be doing better than that. So yeah, it's not easy. But listen, look at us. We're only 6 points off, and like I said, we've had 3 points from 12, and we're still in a hunt for it. So it's really, really close, a close league.
I mean, with it for both of you, I mean, I don't know if you saw any of the scores in the FA Trophy at the weekend, but any sort of, if you did see them, any ones there that sort of were a bit of an eye opener when you saw them?
I'll be honest, I had my mate's 40th birthday, so I shot off my game and I was out, so I didn't really look too closely into him, so I couldn't tell you, mate.
No, I don't pay no attention to anyone but from my team really. Then I look at Marks and Balls.
I mean, looking at it, Chatham, of course, who beat the Abbey, they beat Wimborne 1-0 at Wimborne. So they're through to the next round. Walton Hersham beat Farnborough 2-1.
Yeah,
Good
I think that
team.
was all right. Yeah,
Yeah, Maidstone beat Torquay away 2-0. Worthing beat Tonbridge Angels 4-0. Flying beat Spennymoor Town 3-2. South Shields won 6-2. Gloucester City beat Slough on penalties. Just going through some of them. I thought the biggest surprise, and I'll talk to one of their coaches about it tomorrow, was 4 games on the bounce, so 5 games on the bounce, 5 wins on the bounce. Merthyr Town 2, Hanwell Town 3.
Okay, wow.
So
I did think about you, Dave, when I see that result because I know you'd be gutted. You like
I was
Merthyr, didn't
gutted. I was
you?
gutted.
Yeah,
I'll be honest. I was gutted, absolutely gutted. But it was, it is what it is, and they move forward. But there's some, say some of the other games on there. Leatherhead beat Hampton, Richmond Borough, teams that we know. Harrow Borough beat Kings Lynn Town on penalties as well. Kidderminster beat Corby. Horsham beat Farnham Town. And somebody else who's on the shake tomorrow, you'll be happy. Hemel Hempstead beat Chelmsford City 6-5 on penalties after a 0-0 draw. Totton beat Folkestone Victor, which was, I know one's higher than the other one, but I would have thought Folkestone would have probably might have won that, especially at home. They lost 2-1. FC of Manchester beat Darlington 3-2. Sittingbourne got beat on penalties 5-3. I'm just trying to see. Dorking Wanderers, they were losing but came back to beat Eastbourne Borough 3-2. Dagenham Redbridge beat Tilbury 2-0. I think they're the only ones on. Brentford against Hornchurch. Hornchurch won 4-2 on penalties. Cheshunt won 5-4 on penalties against Bishop Stortford. Bedford Town lost 1-0 to, is it Anstead Nomads? Is that how you say it? Anstead Nomads. Real Bedford Town lost on penalties to Alverchurch 4-3 as well.
Okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of teams we've kind of um obviously played or been around. So it's nice to see some of them doing well. But I played that team you mentioned first or second team in pre-season. is it Walter and Hasten?
Wharton Hersham, yeah.
Yeah, good team. Really, really good team. Play really, really good football. Um, they're doing a nice job down there. They are.
I think it'll be interesting as well, just to see, to see the draw when that comes out tomorrow as well, just to see who gets what, especially with the likes of Chatham still being in there. And I'm not sure if the big boys come in at round 3 or not. I'm not sure. The likes
I'm
of
not sure.
Barnet and
I'm not
Burton,
sure,
yeah.
but they could be all over the country, couldn't they? So it should be interesting.
But I mean, with sides, I mean, both you guys. I know, Bill, you said you've got, you had an extra one coming, but are you still looking to try and strengthen sides, or is it just a case of if someone comes that you see you feel might be, you know, something that can do a job for your team? Is it that sort of thought process? You're not actually physically looking, but if something comes up, you'll jump in.
It's funny actually because I won't say who or what team, but we played a team recently that me and my management team liked the look of a player, and I try and do things right. And I haven't contacted the club or anything like that, but the player actually sent an email into the club, asking to join, and I thought it's quite a strange world how it works out. So it's looking like I might have to put a send there in, or after I do talk to him. But it's players that just jump. Like I know Bill said in the past that he had a lot of players talk to him after games about joining them. So it's quite nice that players want to play against you and see what you're doing and want to join. But to answer your question, yeah, I'm just if something comes available, we'll look into it. I'm really happy with my squad, really, really happy. But the league table form doesn't show that at the minute. But strange, Dave, because at the start of the season I was saying performances are really, really poor, but I'm getting wins. Now it's flipped, the performances are there and I'm not getting wins. So it's got to try and find the middle ground to it, really.
Hmm.
Yeah,
At least
Um,
at least you must be getting some kind of bonuses like to a full 5 guys, so you're okay.
Definitely.
yeah. Listen,
Yeah,
I was hungover last night, so I thought I'd get a little bit of a Five
little
Guys
treat.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little treat, a little treat.
Yeah, I'm not actually looking for anyone at the present minute, but if certain players do come available, you got to kind of consider it. I'm just waiting to get my players back. If I ever fully get a full squad, one, I'll have a massive, massive headache. Um, and two can we get into a certain position for when they do come back that we can really kind of kick on?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the target.
Bill's got a squad of 42 when they all come back fit.
Yeah, and most of them are wingers, I think.
He's got more wingers you've never seen.
Yeah, the chairman says to me, no, as I walk in, I say, what? He goes, no more wingers this week. I say, they keep breaking me down, John. What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do?
You need to get John to get a shirt on him.
Yeah, I would like to see what size I had to get.
Oh dear. Well, listen, guys, I'll let Mark get back to his cold 5 Guys burger, and Bill, I'll let you go as well. But massive thanks for joining us. Again, unfortunate for any Ware fans. He's probably comatose on the sofa somewhere under a pile of Guinness, but hopefully he'll be back with us again next week. But
Not
from
hopefully. We don't want him back next week.
No,
Not
no.
hopefully.
What a lovely week it was this week.
but from me, Mark and Bill, we'll see you next week. And of course, don't forget, joining me tomorrow night will be Biggleswade FC, and also Hemel Hempstead will be joining me tomorrow night. And of course, also as well, of course, we'll speak as well to Craig from Merthyr just to see what went wrong in their trophy game yesterday. So that's 7 to 8, same place, same channel tomorrow. But from me, good night, and from the boys.
Good night.
No, no, no.